Okay, now let's get into the solving of this. How would we find missing consecutive integers given maybe a certain situation? Like this one. The sum of 4 consecutive integers is negative 18. What are the 4 integers? Okay, so they're telling us the sum. There's 4 numbers and they're consecutive integers. So they just go up by 1 each time, but they equal, when added together, negative 18. Now you could certainly go ahead and guess and check with this, and I bet you if that we were in a race and you were guessing and checking and I was setting the problem up, I would still beat you. Okay, but you could get there by guess and check. But let's go ahead and do a little bit of work to set this up. Let's go ahead and make let statements. Now we talked about the importance of this last time, and the first one is always the easiest. It's just the number, okay? So this is the first consecutive integer. All right. And then from there, if they're going by ones, even if it's a negative, it's still going to get larger by 1. So this is the second, and we're just going to shorten this up, CI, consecutive integer. And then after that, it can't go up 1 again because that's going to be the same number as the one before. It's got to be 2. That's the third. I need 4 numbers, so now I got to do n plus 3, okay? The fourth number. And this sometimes is confusing for students because it's the fourth number, but I'm only adding 3. It's 1 less. And the reason why it's 1 less is because the first number was just n, okay? So don't think that the number that it is and what we're adding have anything in common, because they don't. Now I need an equation for this, okay? So it says the sum. So I simply just want to add these numbers up. So think about just adding the 4 numbers. So the n plus 1, the n plus 2, and the n plus 3, and the total is negative 18. Now let's go back and look at this by using some color. First number, second number, third number, fourth number. There they are, okay? From here, it's pretty straightforward. It's solving an equation, which we've done before, combining like terms using commutative property. So let's not forget, there is ones in front of all of these n's. So go ahead and add up all those n's and you'll end up with 4n. Now it's time for the numbers, and don't be afraid to do some underlining and make those stand out. 1 plus 2 plus 3 would be 6, all equal to a negative 18. And there we go. We've simplified it down to a quick 2-step equation. So let's go ahead and subtract 6 on both sides. 4n equals negative 24. Divide by 4, and n equals a negative 6. Now we said that a consecutive integer could be a negative, but we didn't get a decimal, we didn't get any funky fractions, so that's good news, all right? So negative 6 is the first number. We want to find all 4. So we simply want to go back and substitute negative 6 in for n. Remember, the variable can't change. N is n for this one, so it's negative 6 for them all. So if we simply did this, negative 6 starts it, negative 6 plus 1, negative 5, negative 6 plus 2, negative 4, negative 6 plus 3, how about negative 3? And those are the 4 consecutive integers that would add to negative 18. Okay?